Good afternoon, Cross Timbers. Today is September 22nd, 2015. This is Texan TV news from Tarleton State University campus in Stephenville, Texas, and I am Renee Warner. In today's headlines, former Tarleton students return to campus to share experiences, a Syrian refugee family begins a new life in America, and the City of Dublin will interview candidates for its vacant Chief of Police position this coming Saturday. Now today's top story reported by the Associated Press News. A Syrian refugee family that began their new life in the U.S. after they fled homes in 2013. Since the Syrian Civil War that began in 2011, more than 11 million people have been displaced, and over 220,000 people were not as lucky as this family, but they traveled through deserts to provide a better life for their children. Now here's a video from the Associated Press.
Hossein al-Rustam, his wife Suha, and their two kids arrived in the United States this summer, Syrian refugees forced out by the war.
Because bullets didn't have a specific target. It would just go anywhere, whether it was children, women, male.
Before the bombs started falling, the family owned a house, ran a supermarket. Life was good in their city of homes.
And I was living a normal life as any human being would.
The family finally fled Syria in 2013, making their way through the desert to a Jordanian refugee camp and eventually to New Jersey this past June. They were greeted by members of Church World Services, a resettlement organization that helps refugees find a job, learn English, and maybe more importantly, find a place to call home.
We do the apartment setup is one of them. We have groceries in their apartment, in their refrigerator. We have a meal ready for them after they arrive from the airport, so because we expect that they would be hungry.
The al-Rustam family is among 1,500 Syrian refugees who have been resettled in the U.S. so far, out of an estimated 4 million who have fled the country in the past few years since the war started. Under pressure to do more to respond to the refugee crisis overwhelming Europe, the Obama administration announced this month that 10,000 Syrian refugees would be accepted in the coming fiscal year.
I feel like my dignity has been returned to me.
Al-Rustam is hopeful that other relatives will be able to follow. Meantime, his 7-year-old son, who has autism, and 3-year-old daughter are adjusting to their new life, but they still have lasting effects of growing up in a war zone.
Until today, my children, if they see police in the streets, they get so scared. If they hear the sirens of an ambulance or the sirens of the police, they get really scared.
Al-Rustam says leaving their home country was wrenching, but a lot needs to change before considering going back.
What needs to happen is to have the regime fall, to have all these terrorist organizations disappear with specificity to ISIS. They need to disappear from Syria.
For now, little things like making the bed and letting Maisha play with their smartphone help the family adjust to their new lives. Joseph Frederick, Associated Press.
In campus news, on Monday, 5 Tarleton State University graduates returned to the campus to share their knowledge with students in the annual Tarleton Alumni Academic Forum. This forum began in 1993 with the purpose to recognize graduates from each academic college. These graduates offer their knowledge and how the university helped them with their real-life experiences. This year, honorees included Larry Mitchell, College of Agricultural and Environmental Sciences, L.V. Coffey, College of Business Administration, Amy Chandler Crippen, College of Education, Chelsea Brookshire, College of Liberal and Fine Arts, and Ron Adams, College of Science and Technology. Tarleton President Dominic DeTavio welcomed honorees to campus with breakfast, followed by visiting students in their classroom. After speaking, they were given an award and thanked them for their participation in the event. And now today's regional news. According to the Empire-Tribune, the City of Dublin will interview 8 candidates for its currently vacant Chief of Police position this coming Saturday. City Manager Nancy Wooldridge said members of the City Council are invited to the interviews. The interviewing process will start at 8:30 a.m. and go until about 5 p.m. Max Westbrook, who has been serving as interim police chief since the resignation of former Chief Sean Fulliger last October, will also be assisting with the hiring of permanent chief. He has told the City Council that he thinks they have several excellent candidates in this group. And now for today's weather. Today we have a high of 95 and a low of 73 degrees, breaking the yearly average of 86 degrees. There is a southeast wind of 9 miles per hour with a 0% chance of rain. Today's broadcast was produced by Caitlin Shaw, Mark Smith, Jordan Palmer, and Justin Pack. Don't forget to tell your friends about us and become a fan of Texan TV News on Facebook. I am Renee Warner. Tune in tomorrow for the latest news from Tarleton State University campus in Stephenville, Texas.